What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Bird was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he started talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Hit me up in my DMs, and I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy. Well, hello. That hello took a lot out of my voice. Listen, y'all, I am barely holding on to a voice. Nevertheless, we are here. What is up? I got to see if I still know how to do this. I've been going so long. I don't even know if I know how to do it. We know how to do this. We know what we're doing, okay? Don't worry about us. We knows what we doing over here, okay? What is going on, y'all? Yes, I have missed you as well, okay? Yes, I missed y'all. I hope y'all missed me. Let me get this on my throat. I'm doing the best I can to salvage what's left of my voice. Because Lord knows. Anyway, what is up? What is up? What is up? We are here. We are back. I ain't got to go out of town for a little minute. So we about to be back live and in action. Speaking of while I was out, I think I got a package. It was on the door. It was at the door when I got back. So I got a package. I have not opened it yet. I am just now opening it. I wanted to wait and open it here just in case it was from the birthday wish list. So y'all are seeing it for the first time like I am.
See if this is something that I ordered. Oh, this is from the birthday wish list. Let's see who it's from. This is from Monk Chip, y'all. This came from Monk Chip. I don't know if Monk Chip is in here, but shout out to another one of my A1 day ones, Monk Chip. She's another one that goes back to 2019. Shout out to Monk Chip. So let's see what we got. Oh, we got the San Diego Padres hat. And what else is in here? See what else is in it. Oh, and she got the this is my this is a case, a travel case for my hats, so I can put my hats in this traveling case and carry them all, and I ain't gotta worry about them getting flattened in my luggage. So shout out, thank you so much, Monkship. I gotta get this seating arrangement together. I know what's the problem. Hold on one second, y'all. Damn chair. Hold on for a moment. Okay. Cause I do gotta say hi to y'all. Oh, oh, made it. All right. All right, we ready. So let me greet you all appropriately. Tarshell is here. Quake is here. Harold is here. Harold. I ain't got no voice, Harold. I'm sorry. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey. Simera is here, child. We got the dossier today. We have so much politics to talk about today. It's so much going on in politics. I'm not gonna even be able to give every story the attention it needs, but we're gonna do the best we can. Complex 613, how you doing, boo? Tanya, I left you up. I left you up here with all that snow, Tanya, because I couldn't deal with it, Tanya. I left at the right time. It snowed all while I was out of town. Tanya, I knew better. I knew. I'm sorry, Tanya, boo. I had to leave you up here with that snow. Jason, what's good, bro? What is going on, Spicy Original? Yeah, it was snow all over the grass and stuff when I got back last night, Tanya. I got back late last night. Hey, Monk Chip, boo, she is here. Thank you, Monk Chip. Thank you so much for your birthday gift. Demetria, my love, I missed you as well. I missed you. Hey, little baby, what's going on? Nah, trade ain't roughed me up. I had a lot. It was an eventful week. Let's just say that. And the voice left. Jeannie, what's going on? Hey, friend. Drink some pickle juice for my voice. Okay, I don't like pickle juice. I don't like pickles. So I don't know if I'm gonna drink some pickle juice. Hey, Universal Goddess, what is up? Montrez, what's good, bruh? Cha. Uncle Jay, how are you? Yes, I am back and I am glad to see you too, sir. CK Amelie, is good to see you. Yana is in the building. Symmetry is here. She says she popping through to say hi. She done changed her picture. Still looking ravishing as ever. Paul, I gave you a lot of days to play around with trade, so I'm glad you came to class on time because we gave you a lot of time to be over there playing around with trade. I hope you got it in while I was gone. Catherine, what is up, boo? What's going on, Catherine? Hey, Catherine, pal. Tamara Nichelle, how are you? Oh, I have another one coming Friday. Don't tell me that, Monk Chip. Don't. You're not gonna spoil me, Monk Chip. I'm not gonna let you spoil me, Monk Chip. Make me feel like I'm somebody. Well, thank you so much, Monk Chips. Thank you so much. Monk Chip is one of my day ones, going all the way back. Going all the way back. And a hat, a case for my hats is so appropriate for me. Y'all know how many. Y'all know I got 1,000,001 hats. Um, yeah, Paul out here wrestling. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the members. So we moved because of Mark Zuckerberg and his level brand fuckery and fuck shit. We are in the process of moving. You know, the movers trucks are getting the last of our furniture and arrangements down to the members only chat on Instagram. And now the members only chat is going over to Discord. I think most of the members have made their way over there. And I kind of like Discord because we can put things in different, sections and categories, and you kind of know up front what you're getting yourself into. Because on the original members only chat, you just open it up, it was like, ah! So shout out to the members only chat. It's much easier to put, pictures and videos and stuff like that. The members only chat done got lit now. The new members only chat is lit. So Mark Zuckerberg might have did us a favor. How do you do it? I think you just they put the link in the members only chat. So Harold or somebody put the link to the Discord in the members only chat. So Universal Goddess, go to the members only chat. The one on Instagram, they'll put the link in there. You click on there. Monk Chip, they're gonna put it in there now. So on the original members only chat, Harold or somebody will put the link to the Discord in there, and all you do is click on the link. It'll create a whole little thing. I mean, you can go in there and create an account. It's real easy. That's Xavier over there with the palate cleansers. We gonna have to create a section for Jason and anybody else who might like female palate cleansers. So Jason can post all his, female palate cleansers in there for those people who want to be in that section. But it's fun over there. We got the celebrity nudes section. Y'all saw that booty shake over there. Y'all saw that video I put in there, right? The booty shake. The members know what I'm talking about. Such a tragedy. Such a tragedy. Anyway, we got to get this party started, y'all. We can't be here all day. I told y'all I got 1,000,001 stories. We can't be here all day. We'll do members only chat in there. Let me see if they that's what I was doing. I was looking to see if they put the link. Okay. Lil Baby put the link in the link to the Discord in the members only chat. So you just click on that link. It's real easy to make an account. It's like bam, bam, bam. Didn't that booty shake have you scratching your head, child? Just such a tragedy. Such a tragedy. Child, I saw something on Hollywood Unlocked where the man, where they said that he put on his Twitter, he need his pussy hole 8 or something like that. I said, oh. I'll post it in the members only chat tonight. So such a tragedy. Such a tragedy. So today is Founders Day for those devastating divas of Delta Sigma Theta. Oh, y'all had a Founders Day too the other day. Oh, okay. All right, Uncle Jay. Yeah, yeah. Happy Founders Day. That was a couple days ago. All right, it's the Delta's Founders Day today, and I want to wish a happy Founders Day to all of the Deltas out there. Go ahead and put your little oops in the chat and your red and white hearts and your little pyramids and stuff. Listen, I on days like today and Wednesday and Thursday, I am going to avoid Facebook as much as I can. Cause the way the sororities flood your timelines with all they Founders Day stuff, I ain't got the type of energy. Okay. So I ain't got it. I ain't got the energy, baby. Baby, listen, they be in there getting it in all over social media. Hey, Miss Bay Thing, what's going on, boo? But I don't have the energy for all of that. Baby, I put one little post and be okay. Them Deltas, they come through. Now I love the Deltas. Y'all know I loves me some Deltas. Now I loves them now. But baby, they each one of them have like 42 posts on Founders Day. Or at least 22 for all they 22 founders. Okay. I'm just saying. But it's Founders Day for them. We'll do it again on Wednesday for the AKAs, and we'll do it again on Thursday for the Zetas. But happy Founders Day, Deltas. We love y'all. Anyway, my voice is not good, but Larry's voice should be awesome, okay? Because Larry ain't had to sing for almost a week now, okay? So, Symmetry said, I do one post, that's it. I ain't got that type of time. But Larry, come on out, Larry. It's that time. We got a lot to talk about, and a lot to break down, y'all. So let's get it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary or gender-conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late, great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. So we know one of the top story of the last several days has been the fires out in the Los Angeles area that have devastated whole swaths of that community. Don't be like that, Camps. We got to do a show tomorrow. So get your life in order. Get your life in order. And we got a lot to talk about. So, you know, sometimes tragedy it's supposed to bring out the best in us. And there are times where it brings out the worst in us. So, some updates on this. The death toll now is at 24, and there are still dozens and dozens of people missing. More than 92,000 residents are under evacuation orders, and 89,000 are under evacuation warnings. But right now, at least 24 are dead. They're saying that the National Weather Service has issued an expanded warning about winds that could gust up to 70 miles per hour, causing extreme fire behavior in ongoing blazes, or possibly turning any new spark into a raging inferno. So It's a mess. It's a mess. It's so tragic. Um, uh, Fire departments from all over the country are sending firefighters. Um, Canada is sending firefighters and sending aid. Mexico has sent firefighters as well as aid. And what's so wrong about this is we got Canada and Mexico that are doing everything they can to help us, and your soon to be president is out here saying we shouldn't give any aid to California because he got a problem with Gavin Newsom. That's the type of leadership that you people voted for. Not y'all in the chat, but they know who I'm talking about. You have people whose entire lives have been flipped upside down, total devastation all over the place. And you over here playing politics saying that, oh well, we may not send aid over to Los Angeles because of political issues you have with Governor Newsom. Mind you, all of the amenities and luxuries that you afford as the president, a large chunk of it, the largest portion of it comes from California taxes, the taxes of California taxpayers. So I don't give a damn how you feel about Governor Gavin Newsom, sir. You do realize that those are citizens of these yet to be United States of America. And all of the amenities that you are afforded, a good lion's share of it comes from the taxes of the largest state in this country. I just don't understand you people. Hey, Xavier. How you doing, boo? Hey, Miss G. Levert, what's going on? I mean, we have a complete tragedy. This is not the time for you to go wax political, but he's going to do it. And he means that. He is not being hyperbolic when he says when he talks about not sending aid over there. Like Samara said, he didn't send aid when they had issues his first term. Just a mess. Just a complete and utter mess. Um it, when you look at this stuff, it's so heartbreaking to see what is happening over there. We certainly, and there's no shortage of ways to give to those organizations. I was last night when I got back, I was watching Really Be's live from yesterday, where she was giving out tons of information. So you can see her live for information on how to give to that community. Many of us are in organizations already, be they fraternal organizations, NAACP, church, and many other organizations that are also giving. Certainly, there's some national organizations like the Red Cross, Salvation Army, the Humane Society, because a lot of times people don't think about animals and things like that. So we certainly want to do that. In more news on the wildfire, other parts of what's going on. Hey, TJ, what's going on? Um, so we have firefighters we have incarcerated firefighters, meaning these are people in jail that when they were out of jail worked as firefighters, right? Right? So 931 incarcerated firefighters have been not asked but made to join the wildfire battle. Fine, great. Those inmates are earning between $5.80 and $10.24 a day, not an hour, a day. Let me say that again. They're being given $5.80 up to from $5.80 up to $10.24 a day to fight in the fires, right? I should tell you that they're working 24-hour shifts. Working 24-hour shifts. Now, some people may say, hey, El Teddy, they in jail, so why does it matter? Because basically this is slave labor. Fighting fires, I should say, that is extreme work. That is extremely hard work. And you're talking about you asking these people to do this on 24-hour shifts. Slave labor. A mess. It's so insidious to me that in the time of tragedy, everything has to wax political. This is just crazy to me. And I got a news flash because there are a lot of people that are, you know, turning a blind eye and saying, oh, well, that's crazy, California. That's what they get. A lot of people in the South are doing that. Wait until the first major hurricane, this hurricane season, devastates one of these red states here. I want y'all to keep that same energy. And some of those red states in the Midwest, when we get to tornado season and it devastates whole swaths of your cities and counties, I want you all to continue to have the same energy. I'm just saying. It's a mess. A whole mess. A whole mess. So we have slavery going on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I got so much to say about this. Unfortunately, I can't even devote the amount of energy to this that I want because I have such an extensive dossier. The dossier today is so long and so extensive. I don't even have a whole lot of time to devote to all of it. However, because a man or woman is incarcerated, that does not mean that they turn into slaves. They get incarcerated. Technically, incarceration is supposed to be a prisons are supposed to be correctional facilities. This is not slavery. In its inception, it originally was supposed to be a place where there's corrective measures and training and learning put in place, which is why they were called correctional facilities, so that once they paid their penance to society, they could perhaps re-enter society and not become recidivist in their wrongdoing. I'm not paying Cams no mind, y'all. I'm not paying Cams no mind. But this is what we got going on. Jesus God. We have more news from the wildfires. Now, this story went viral. This story went viral for all the wrong, damn reasons. So, um, the gentleman that you see on the screen was taking trying to save his belongings as well as belongings of his neighbors and help them, try and salvage as much of their, good belongings that they could. And they accused him of looting. Oh, yes. Let me read this to you. Fake news and misinformation are surging amid the deadly Los Angeles wildfires, with right-wing social media accounts falsely accusing Black people of looting amid the devastation, igniting a fiery political debate on racial profiling as the death toll rises. The controversy erupted when the Chingan conservative, a MAGA-inspired influencer with 49,000 followers, shared a video on Instagram showing several Black men moving furniture and valuables from a home threatened by flames, framing them as criminals and creating a false narrative a out of creating a false narrative out of it. The edited video quickly went viral on X, where numerous right-wing operatives eagerly shared it to push the racist narrative, only to later discover they had completely misjudged the situation. Another angle of the same news clip showing the same man moving furniture also features the homeowner speaking with news crews about salvaging her belongings from the flames as they were being removed from her home. Yet many blindly accepted the falsified story and ran with it, highlighting how easily discrimination spreads on social media through misinformation and unchecked biases. Now, here's the deal. You got Mark Zuckerberg out here saying, "Yeah, we're going to remove fact checkers. We're going to remove all of that. We're just going to let all of this stuff just go out there." So now, this stuff becomes dangerous for us as Black people. Let me tell you how it becomes dangerous, because if you got this man out here and the false narrative goes that he's looting when he's really getting his own stuff and helping other people, these people are crazy. Who's to say some white person isn't going to go vigilante justice and go out there and try and take this man out? And we have so many cases where our blood is shed, our bodies are killed and maimed, all because of false and misinformation. And now the heads of social media are saying, truth be damned, accurate information be damned. We don't need no fact checkers. Damn a fact check. We're completely MAGA. If they say y'all was stealing, we don't give a fuck. Then they say, oh, well, we'll let the community notes dictate, whether or not it's believed to be true or not. Hey, you do realize a large majority of the people on these platforms are inherently racist bigots. You do realize that, right? And while it doesn't affect these white men in their, ivory towers with their billion-dollar salaries and income, those of us down here on the ground are being murdered and maimed over it. This is what we got going on. This is what we got going on. And in the face, normally, what happened to the days when you had tragic things have happened, some type of weather event, some act of God that, caused tragedy within the community? What happened to the American spirit? as if there ever was one. But what happened to people's humanity, I should say, when people would come together and say, well, damn what we got going on. This is more pressing. We got to do the right thing and make sure everybody taken care of. What happened to that? Now ain't no more of that. Now it's every man for himself, right? And everybody else go with God. I just don't understand these people. Just so you know, thank you for letting us know, Jason. Bear spray and bear mace comes in the 3-pack. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jason. Hey, Volvo. Hey, Cookie. Volvo said it died in 1968, child. Just a mess. In more sugar spiky news, there's your governor, Governor Hot Wheels. There he is in all of his splendor. Governor Hot Wheels. I'm still waiting for you people down to the Texas to roll up on Austin and go to the governor's mansion and line his wheelchair ramp with some Crisco, some olive oil, something. Well, get a load of this. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has directed the American flags on state property to be flown at full staff to mark President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration next week, bypassing the national mourning period for former President Jimmy Carter. The move has sparked both praise and criticism on social media. On December 29th, President Biden offered flags across the country to fly at half staff for 30 days following Carter's death. On Monday, that's today, Governor Abbott, my voice is gone, y'all, sorry. Governor Abbott, Governor Hot Wheels released a statement that he would be directing flags on state property to be flown at full staff on January 20th, Inauguration Day. Quote, while we honor the service of a former president, we must also celebrate the service of an incoming president and the bright future ahead of the United States of America. End of quote. What do y'all want me to do with these people? What do y'all want me to do with these people? Now, Section 4 of the U.S. Code covers all things related to the national flag. The law states that upon the death of a president, the sitting president must order all flags flown at half staff for a 30-day period. Lower ranking officials are honored for shorter durations, 10 days for vice presidents, sitting or retired Supreme Court justices, sitting Speaker of the House. From the time of death until interment for a sitting Supreme Court associate justice, secretary of an executive or military department, former vice president, sitting governor of a state, territory, or possession, and 1 day for a member of Congress. While the president's order covers all flags across the country, there is no means for the law to be enforced and no penalty for noncompliance. Practically, the only flags required to be displayed at half staff are those on federal property or military installations, as they must follow presidential orders. Abbott's statements only cover flags at the Texas Capitol and other state buildings. I'm telling y'all, push this bitch down the goddamn wheelchair ramp. I'm just saying. I'm not doing this with cams. I'm not doing this with cams. Y'all are over here clowning Governor Hot Wheels. I wasn't even looking at the chat. The way y'all are over here clowning Governor Hot Wheels. Dear God. We can utilize the baby oil. They got thousands of 1,000 bottles of them somewhere locked up at the at the FBI building or somewhere. Y'all are over here clouding Governor Hot Wheels. Jesus. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Anyway, y'all, that look at little baby. Look at little baby. Look at her. Look at her. Oh God. But Side Mirror, what does shoot elevators go do for him? He can't stand. Child, I got 2025 cams. You don't give a fuck about civility? Well, then there's that. So that's what he got going on. TJ said that would be a better use for the Texas or like it's just a mess out here, y'all. A whole ass goddamn mess. In more sugar spiky news, I told y'all it's a whole lot going on in this country. I went out of town and y'all just went fucking crazy. Okay, just went ballistic. So the Supreme Court has decided to hear to take a case, what is going to be a devastating case regarding the ACA or Affordable Care Act. And here we go. Let me read this real fast. The first time Republicans asked here's the headline says the U.S. Supreme Court agrees to hear a key ACA case again. The first time Republicans asked the U.S. Supreme Court to take a sledgehammer to the Affordable Care Act, they failed. The second time didn't turn out well for the health care laws. GOP opponents and the ACA survived the third effort too. Will the fourth effort be the charm? According to the Associated Press, quote, the Supreme Court agreed Friday to consider reinstating some preventative care coverage requirements under the Affordable Care Act that were struck down by a lower court. The federal government appealed to the high court after the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals sided with employers who argue they can't be forced to provide full insurance coverage for things like medication to prevent HIV and some cancer screenings, end of quote. For those who might benefit from a refresher about this case, it was nearly 2 years ago when Judge Reed O'Connor of the Northern District of Texas, a judge who has earned a reputation as one of the judiciary's most far-right jurists, blocked enforcement blocked enforcement of the ACA's preventative health care requirements, jeopardizing everything from cancer screenings to vaccinations, prenatal services, to HIV preventions, pap smears, to heart disease screenings. Last year, the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, where democracy goes to die, generally seen as the nation's most conservative appellate bench, predictably agreed with Judge O'Connor and rejected the ACA's health task force and its authority to require insurers to cover an array of preventative health interventions and screenings. It's worth emphasizing that in the first three ACA cases at the high court, the law known as Obamacare faced existential threats. The plaintiffs were trying to tear down the entire system, root and branch. That's not the case in this new dispute. According to sources, the impact of a potential defeat at the U.S. Supreme Court would be dramatic for millions of America. The new challenge is directed at a task force that decides which treatment are covered. It has determined that insurers must pay for, among other things, screenings to detect cancer and diabetes, statin medications to reduce the risk of heart disease and strokes, physical therapy for older adults to prevent falls, and eye ointments for newborns to prevent infections causing blindness. The law's requirement of coverage for lung cancer screenings alone saves more than 10,000 lives each year. This comes against a backdrop of otherwise excellent news for the Affordable Care Act. The reform law's enrollment totals have reached all-time highs. Really? Y'all are at all-time highs for the Affordable Care Act, and these are the same people who voted for a man who just told you he's going to end it. Let me tell y'all again what's at stake here. They're trying to get rid of that. What essentially this is, there is what essentially there is, they are trying to get rid of the individual, that panel that decides what gets covered on the Affordable Care Act, what insurance companies have to cover. Let me read y'all again what they're talking about should not be covered, because these people are monsters and animals. And while all of these white ass people, yes, the fuck I said it, these white ass people and Latino men, let's not forget them either, while y'all were out here thinking that you were only voting to hurt and harm black people, because let's be clear, and gay people or LGBTQ plus people, because we were the enemy. Black people, LGBTQ plus people, and immigrants, we were the whole enemies. So we were, enemy of the state. While y'all were voting to discriminate against us and be bigoted toward us, you didn't realize that what came in the fine print is that you voted for somebody that wants to either get rid of the Affordable Care Act or gut it, and has a lot of friends with insurance companies that have a lot of money and access to grind, and fed a lot of money into his campaign. So now they got to stand on business. And what does standing on business mean? Millions of Americans will die. Why? Because when you go to your doctor and you say, oh, that looks like a lump you have. Oh, and the doctor says, we may need to perform a check to see if that's cancer. And he says, but it's not covered under your insurance. Sorry. Here's what we are gutting. Here's what's not they're trying to get rid of: screenings to detect cancer and diabetes, statin medications to reduce the risk of heart disease and strokes, physical therapy for older adults to prevent falls, and eye ointments for newborn babies to prevent infections causing blindness, vaccinations of certain kinds, HIV preventions, pap smears, heart disease screenings. All of that, you on your own. You on your own. Oh, you have a history of heart disease in your family and you'd love to get screening for that? Oh, you on your own. We don't know what to tell you. Oh, that lump over there, you want to know if that's cancerous? Oh, you on your own. I hope you got I hope you got money. I can't even say I hope you got insurance. I hope you got money in the bank, because the insurance companies say they're not paying for it. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what y'all want from me. You forgot that these people told you what they were going to do in Project 2025. Guess what year it is? Guess what year it is? It is the year of our Lord 2025. They don't give a damn about you. All they needed from you was your vote to secure their power. Now you could go to fuck with God. Listen, now this is all I got for you.
Save it for Oprah. This is a brand new day, ladies and gentlemen, a brand new day.
Again, all I have for you is
save it for Oprah. This is a brand new day, ladies and gentlemen, a brand new day.
I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what y'all want from me. So this landmark case will make it. The Supreme Court has said that they are going to hear this case. And we're talking about an ultra conservative Supreme Court. What do you want from me? I'm Whitney Houston. I have nothing. My insurance covers these things because I work my black job. And my black job affords me insurance that covers all of this. Sorry. In more political news, now I'm glad this is happening. So, Donald Trump's personal fluffer, U.S. District Judge Aileen Cannon, whatever her name is, today she allowed the release of the volume of special counsel Jack Smith's report dealing with Donald Trump's effort to block the peaceful transfer of power after the 2020 election. In a 5-page ruling, Donald Trump's fluffer, Judge Cannon, denied an effort by Trump and his two co-defendants in the Mar-a-Lago documents case to block the release of both volumes of the report, noting prosecutors argued the election interference report has little to do with the ongoing trial against the two men charged alongside the president-elect. Quote, based on these representations, the court sees an insufficient basis to grant emergency injunctive relief as to volume 1. End of quote. And that's what Judge Cannon wrote. An earlier temporary injunction from Cannon keeps the report under wraps until Tuesday, giving Trump's team a window to appeal her decision. However, Judge Cannon ordered a Friday hearing on whether to release the Mar-a-Lago report, something Attorney General Merrick Garland said he planned to keep sealed from the public, given the ongoing prosecution into valet Walt Nauta and property manager Carlos de Oliveira. The ruling is a victory for the Justice Department, which has been pushing for the release of the report, recapping the January 6, 2021 investigation in 2 different courts. Now, let's be clear. Let me stop it there. They don't give a damn what comes out in this report. They said they want him. They know full well what he did on January 6th. Full fucking well. They know what he did. They know all about it. And they said, we want him back in office. Because they lied to themselves and said he's going to help with the economy. I don't know how. I mean, they put the man in office. What happened to my screen? Hold on, y'all. I don't know what just happened to my screen. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. They put the man in office because the man is the best person for the economy. The man is the best person suited to see that America is as racist, bigoted, and discriminatory as it has ever been. I don't know what y'all want from me. We got to move on. Well, oh, oh. Well, what do we have here? Well, what the fuck do we have here? Um, that's my Tabitha lean. Shout out to Tabitha Speaks Politics. That is my Tabitha lean, man. Shout out to her. Well, what the fuck do we have here? This is interesting. Here's the headline. JD Vance says violent January 6 rioters shouldn't, that is, should not receive pardons. What? I thought Sunkissed Man promised that he would release these people. Could the vice president really say that these people shouldn't be released? You know what happened the last time, JD Vance, when a vice president didn't do what these people asked? He almost got himself beheaded. He almost got himself killed. You may want to go over there and have a conversation with Mike Pence. Let me read this for you. These people are hilarious. I mean, these people are hilarious. Hilarious. Just fucking hilarious. I mean, Jesus God. Vice President-elect J.D. Vance said Sunday who he thinks should and shouldn't receive presidential pardons for their actions during the riot at the Capitol on January 6, 2021. Quote, if you protested peacefully on January 6th and you've had Attorney General Merrick Garland's Department of Justice treat you like a gang member, you should be pardoned. End of quote. He added, quote, if you committed violence on that day, obviously you shouldn't be pardoned. End of quote. Now that's what he said to Fox News Sunday. But your demigod said all of them were beautiful people, were patriots. All of them deserve to be pardoned. He said he would pardon the whole of them. Why all of a sudden there's this discriminatory nature to you? What happened? What happened to these people being patriots? What happened to these people just being innocent, regular bystanders because this was a regular day down to the Capitol? Because what we do down to the Capitol is we have whole insurrections. We put up gallows with which to hang the vice president. We smear fecal matter all over the walls on a regular day at the fucking Capitol building. Don't come over here now with the fuck shit. You wanted these people. They lied to you and told you they were going to do all you want, and they only wanted your vote so that they can get back in power, spend all of your money, shit all over democracy, and give you nothing they promised. I mean, let me take that back. They are going to give you what they promised. They're going to give you only one thing: more racism, discrimination, and bigotry. That's really why you voted for them. So the only real part of that agreement with you that they made during the campaign season, that they are feel necessary to comply with is making sure that you know that we live in a racist, discriminatory, and bigoted nation. That's it. That's all. Oh, listen. You know they gonna give that heifer the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously. Oh my God. They'll have whole murals built to her. I'm sure there'll be buildings and statues toward her, right? I, I don't know what y'all want from me. Hello. We just talked about a case where one of the people getting sentenced told a judge basically where to go and how to get there because he said, I don't give a damn. Donald Trump's going to, my God, my demigod is going to free us after January 20th. So you can go fuck yourself. Okay. Let me know how that works out. I'm just saying. Xavier said you need to reapply your mascara, sir. That came from Xavier. That ain't even come from me. I don't know what to tell you, JD Vance. JD Vance, the January 6 people do not take kindly to vice presidents. See Mike Pence. You may want to tread lightly with these people, JD Vance, because they're not ones to be fucked with. Like the white people been saying, they're not fucking off this time. They're not fucking around this time. I'm sorry. We're not effing around this time. I'm just saying. What do you want from us? We tried to tell you. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it. Nothing. It is what it is. Go, Scott. I'm just saying. So that is Pete Hegseth, who is slated to start confirmation hearings as early as January 21st, next week, Tuesday. His confirmation to uh, uh, the seat of Secretary of Defense is slated to start next Tuesday, right? Well, here's the headline. Pete Hegseth says U.S. military bases should restore names of Confederate generals. Let me read this to you. Pete Hegseth, President-elect Donald Trump's pick for Secretary of Defense, has voiced strong opposition to removing the names of Confederate generals from U.S. military bases, repeatedly saying the names should be changed back. Hegseth, a National Guard veteran and longtime Fox News host, has described the renaming efforts as, quote, a sham, garbage, and crap, end of quote. In various media appearances between 2021 and 2024, he has made these statements. Hegseth said the moves eroded military tradition and were part of what he characterized as a politically motivated progressive agenda infiltrating American institutions. Between 2022 and 2023, the names of nine, yes, nine U.S. military bases previously dedicated to Confederate leaders were changed, the result of the National Defense Authorization Act passed at the end of the first Trump administration. Trump initially vetoed the bill, partly in protest over the renaming provision, but Congress overwhelmingly overrode the veto to pass the bill in January 2021. As Secretary of Defense, Hegseth could advocate for reverting base names to their former Confederate names, but the changes would require congressional approval. I'm sorry, I was incorrect. I said that his confirmation hearings start next week, Tuesday. They start tomorrow, not the 21st. They start on the 14th. So tomorrow, we'll start confirmation hearings. As his confirmation hearings will begin tomorrow. Mhm. Now, please be clear. Congress has, in the upper chamber and the lower chamber, have basically said, give these people what they want. They have a mandate from the American public. Because we live in a country where you celebrate a whole group of people who seceded from the country. You celebrate the people who decided they were going to kill actual American patriots, right? We celebrate the people who decided they didn't want to be a part of us anymore. They're the ones we put statues up to and celebrate, right? That's how we know they're going to have shit named after that hooker who got shot in the face. What was her name? Something Babbitt, I thought it was. What was the name of the lady that got shot? Let me look that up. Woman who was shot on January 6th. Ashley Babbitt. That's her. We'll have schools named after Ashley Babbitt. Statues after her. Right? This is what we do. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. 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 I just I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what y'all want from me. Anyway, this is what y'all voted for. The stories just won't stop coming. Just won't stop coming. I told y'all it was a lot to talk about. So apparently, a group of House Republicans, because I told y'all these people worship at the feet of this young man. We are now full force into the cult of Donald John. A group of House Republicans introduced a bill to authorize the purchase of the Panama Canal. I don't know what y'all want from me. That's the first sentence of the article. A group of House Republicans introduced a bill to authorize the purchase of the Panama Canal. Now, right side Americans, we know Jimmy Carter is the one that made sure the Panama Canal was given back to the people of Panama. Right, we ain't got no money for homeless. We ain't got no money to send over there to help Californians that are dying because of the fires. But we got money to say we're going to purchase the Panama Canal because that's important, right? You're going to purchase land that belongs to another country. I don't know what y'all want from me. Y'all are hilarious. Representative Dusty Johnson, Republican of South Dakota, and more than a dozen of his colleagues brought it forward after President-elect Donald Trump expressed interest in bringing the canal back under American ownership for national security and economic reasons. Representative Johnson said Trump is right to consider repurchasing the Panama Canal. The People's Republic of China has made significant investments in canal infrastructure, and Chinese companies have managing rights for two ports on either side. Quote, China's interest in and presence around the canal is a cause for concern. America must project strength abroad. Owning and operating the Panama Canal might be an important step towards a stronger America and a more secure globe. End of quote. And that's according to Representative Johnson. Y'all got a lot going on. Y'all got a lot going on. Y'all got a lot going on. A lot. Like, do you really think that Panama would say, yeah, yeah, we'll go how much? Yeah, we'll buy it. We'll sell it to you. I'm sorry. We'll sell it to you. We'll just sell the Panama Canal to you. Right? That's what Panama's gonna do. I y'all got a lot going on. This is what's in store for us. God bless America. In more sugar spiky news, I told y'all the dossier was extensive today. Okay. So here's the headline. Millions of Americans' location data has been compromised in an apparent hack. A new hack and data breach by Russian cyber criminals has threatened the private information of millions of people around the world. Gravy Analytics, one of the largest companies that tracks people's data through smartphone location data collected from widely used mobile apps like games and dating apps, was hacked last week. The full scale of the breach is not yet known. However, an alleged hacker posted a gigabyte of data on a Russian language cybercrime forum last week and threatened to share terabytes more unless Gravy Analytics paid a ransom. The amount of the ransom was not specified, and the post has since been removed, raising suspicion among analysts that Gravy complied. Cyber security experts who downloaded the information before it was removed and analyzed it have said the hack appears authentic. Gravy's parent company, Unicast, which has an office in Norway, has not publicly acknowledged the breach in America. However, Norwegian broadcasters reported on Saturday that it had disclosed the breach to Norway's data protection authorities as required under the country's law. But y'all got all of the smoke for TikTok in China. Russia been fucking us up with data breaches, stealing our information, following us for years. Right in plain sight. We had a whole report on it about how they interfere with the election. Y'all ain't trying to get rid of Facebook though, right? But y'all got smoke for TikTok. I'm trying to make it make sense, y'all. I'm trying to make it make sense. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. I I don't know. Cams, as you can see, we got a lot to talk about tomorrow. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow. Let's move on. I don't even have the time to spend on that like I should. That white woman over there, that would be Cook County Judge Carolyn Glennon Goodman. Let me read this to you. A newly elected judge in Chicago has been temporarily reassigned and referred to the State Judiciary Inquiry Board after 9 months on the bench following allegations that she shared a racist text message depicting an ad for a toy ankle monitor that included an AI generated image of a black toddler. Cook County Judge Carolyn Glennon Goodman was reassigned January 10th following a meeting of the court's executive committee led by Chief Judge Timothy Evans. While the controversy sparked immediate concern about potential bias in Glennon Goodman's rulings and whether she harbored inherent prejudice against Black people, it remains unclear whether she is still presiding over cases. The bigoted image, which came to light after someone reportedly leaked it last week, ignited outrage online. While the ad parodying the popular child toy brand Little Tykes, the ad shows a cute black child with a fresh haircut, while a cutaway image shows the boy's leg fitted with, quote, my first ankle monitor, end of quote. The package design on the fake ad, the one allegedly shared by Glennon Goodman, says, quote, little ticks, end of quote, completing the knockoff of the well-known brand. Glennon Goodman reportedly intended to send the image to a close friend as a joke, but instead texted it by accident to another member of the judiciary with the same first name. Before pressing send, the judge added her own context saying, quote, my husband's idea of Christmas humor, end of quote. It's not clear whether the judge who received the meme was the one who turned her in. Until Friday, Judge Glennon Goodman had presided over a pretrial courtroom at the Cook County Criminal Court building after assuming office on February 2nd, 2024. She ruled mostly on detention petitions and domestic violence cases while setting release conditions for criminal defendants in the 10th Subcircuit, deciding whether they were jailed subject to electronic monitoring or released. Oh, this gets better, y'all. Because think about the fact that she's a judge. She had to have a pathway to get there. So all of this racism and bigotry didn't just happen at the bench. It happened all through the judicial system. Get this. Judge Glennon Goodman ranked as the second most lenient judge among the 9 in pretrial division when it came to reviewing detention petitions. Last year, she denied nearly half of all detention requests, while the pretrial division as a whole approved about 66% of such petitions. Court workers have been informed that a former Cook County state's attorney who was elected to a judgeship in the same election cycle as Glennon Goodman will be replacing her in the pretrial division. Prior to her judgeship, she served as a Cook County assistant public defender from 1997 until last year, handling murder cases for nearly 2 decades, and ran unopposed for her first term. Glennon Goodman, who's a Democrat. Let me read that again for the people in the back. Judge Glennon Goodman, a Democrat, successfully secured re-election to the 10th Sub-Circuit in the general election held on November 5th, 2024. Her 6-year term ends on December 2nd, 2030. So she's had decades to have impact and influence on the judicial system. What's good, Fi? What's up? This is what y'all got going on. This is Chicago. She's the whole ass Democrat. And she got this going on. Right? That's what I told you. It doesn't matter red or blue. These people are racist. Hey, Tracy W. This is what y'all got going on. We'll end the Sugar Spike segment with a little good news. Dear Lord. Finally, some good news. Joseph Robinette has announced student debt relief for 150 borrowers, bringing the total to more than 5 million people that have had their student debts removed. So, the 150 new borrowers are made up of 85,000 individuals who were defrauded by their schools, 61,000 people who with permanent or total disabilities, and 6,100 public service workers. So that is a good thing. In total, his administration has now spent $183.6 billion with a B dollars to forgive student loans. That's a good thing. Shout out to Joseph Robinette. As we delve deeper into the dossier, the people seem to be in an uproar because this woman is MAGA. What did you think? She's a white woman. She's a white woman. The white women told you they are full MAGA. They voted that bastard in. Why would you think she wouldn't be singing down to the presidential inauguration? Now, I was talking to my big sis, Really B, earlier. She said that at first they said it was going to snow on Monday. Now they're saying it'll just be freezing rain. I hope they get full on sleet. Sleet, black ice, all of it. All of it. I'm not watching that mess. I wish nothing but the worst. Like, why are people surprised that she's over there down to the MAGA? She's a white woman. That's it. Going on out there, sang down to the inauguration. I hope there is torrential downpour, freezing rain, heavy sleet. I wish nothing but the worst. The worst. Uh-huh. Right. Black Ice, do your black job, please. Like, I hope nothing but the worst for them. Anyway, ma'am, go with God. So we're learning now. This is according to Jonathan Wright, as much as we can take what he says um being true. Hey, Janae. Hey, Aquarius, the only real sign. Jonathan Wright, celebrity hairstylist, is saying that Keisha Cole lost her home due to the California wildfires. And he posted that on Instagram, saying, "quote prayers to friend and her kids and family. I ask everyone to send a prayer up, lift her spirits. She was also affected by the fire, like literally a week ago. We in Miami to come home to this is crazy, like mind blowing. Friend wasn't gonna say nothing. I feel like she should cause this shit. She should, because this shit is crazy how this happened to everyone." End of quote. This should be hard to read when these people don't put any punctuations. If that is true, certainly that's horrible to hear. Certainly we praying for the people out there. We're sending what we can to help with some of the devastation out there. But certainly that's not something. Now, I don't care for Keisha Cole at all. I don't like her at all. However, I don't want to see her house burn down. I'm just saying. Just saying. In more news around the fires, Beyond Skank and her Be Good Foundation has donated $2.5 million to support families affected by devastating wildfires. Go ahead and put your little bees in the chat or whatever. Shout out to Beyond Skank. Now here we got her doing something good. I like this kind of stuff, Beyond Skank. I don't like your little BI people. So, but she's giving to an organization, a newly formed organization called the LA Fire Relief Fund, which is a newly established organization that she's giving to $2.5 million. So that's good stuff, Beyonce. In more news, Tyler Perry is going in on insurance companies um because they're canceling policies and leaving homeowners stranded in fire prone areas. Insurance companies been doing this for years, Tyler Perry. Okay, they do it in Florida and other hurricane areas that's prone to hurricane strikes all the time. All the time. I'm not saying you shouldn't still be mad with them or call them out, but this has been going on since probably the inception of insurance. Insurance is a fucking scam. This shit is a fucking scam. But what did he? Let me see if I can find this quote. Here's what he said. Here's what he said. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Hold on for a moment. Move out the way. Okay. See if we can't pull this up. All right. Here's what he said. Watching a daughter use a garden hose to try and protect her 90-year-old parents' home because their insurance was canceled was just gut-wrenching to me. Does anyone else find it appalling that insurance companies can take billions of dollars out of communities for years and then all of a sudden be allowed to cancel millions of policies for the very people they became rich on? People have paid premiums all of their lives and are left with nothing because of pure greed. As I am in the process of trying to figure out what steps to take to do all I can to help as many as I can, I am keeping everyone in my prayers. End of quote. And that's commendable. We know one thing we know about Tyler. Tyler gonna give back. Now you can say what you want to. He may not be able to write. He may have awful weeks in his plays and stuff. But the one thing we know about Tyler don't mind giving back. Now, may not like him. He may have people who he telling to touch their according to Christian Keys, he may have people that he's telling to touch their toes in his office late at night. Ain't got nothing to do with it. He may be allegedly touching on people while they're trying to sleep in his office. Allegedly. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But we know he like to give back. Good for him. Good for him. We got to move on, though. All right. So, Beaver is in the news. The Jasmine brand is reporting that he's planning a comeback this year. And they said they have sources that say, quote, he needs the money, end of quote. This is according to the Jasmine brand. Justin Bieber, I always call him Beaver. Justin Bieber is reportedly planning a major return to music in 2025. His last studio album, Justice, dropped in 2021, featuring hits like Peaches and Holy. I ain't heard not one song off that album. Since then, he's faced the cancellation of his, quote, Justice World Tour, end of quote, due to his Ramsey Hunt syndrome diagnosis and a public split from his longtime manager, Scooter Braun. Now, according to Puck News' Matthew Baloney, Bieber is working on new music and planning a tour. He noted, quote, I'm told Bieber needs the money and wants to work, end of quote, pointing to the financial impact of the previously canceled tour. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to tell you, Beaver, okay? Beaver. Beaver. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, God. Go with God, sir. So actresses Yvette Nicole Brown and Kim Whitley are now on the record standing by Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, who they are dog walking this black woman. They are dog walking this black woman. You know the Republican side is giving her the blues because of the response to the wildfires. And so now even people, even supporters of her have now started to turn on her, as they often do with black women. Let me read this to you. In the wake of Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass being hit with criticism over the ongoing wildfires. Actresses Yvette Nicole Brown and Kim Whitley have come forward to defend her, claiming the backlash that she's receiving stems from a misunderstanding and racial bias. On Saturday, TMZ caught up with the two ladies who were known to be vocal about their support for Mayor Bass during her campaign. During the conversation, Brown and Whitley addressed the objections that followed the devastating Palisades fire, which has already burned over 23,000 acres. Brown praised Bass for being a quote woman of steel, end of quote, as she has endured the challenges of being a black woman in this country. Yvette Nicole Brown went on to say, quote, she's got a spine of steel. She's also been a black woman in America a very long time. So none of this is new to her. End of quote. Whitley also chimed into the discussion and emphasized the importance of community during tragedies. She argued that blaming Mayor Bass highlights a fundamental misunderstanding within Los Angeles politics. Quote, you can see it in her face. She stays calm, but think about this. She has the city to take care of. End of quote, Whitley explained. Listen, we know what this is. We see this. We know what it is. We're not new to this. We're true to this, okay? This ain't nothing we haven't had to live through and experience since we got over to this dump. So, yeah. And she needs our support. Needs our support. In our last story of the day, I'm surprised that I made it before Really B's live. Somebody go over there and see what time Really B going live. I made it, y'all. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna get through all my stories because I had a lot. But we got to it today. That's the NBA young boy, y'all. So he's set to be released from prison this year. He's coming home sooner than expected. Despite being sentenced to 23 months in prison and 60 months on probation for federal gun charges, the rapper will be released on July 27, 2025. Earlier in April of last year, he was arrested at his Utah home on 63 charges related to an alleged prescription drug fraud scheme. At the time, he had already been on house arrest for 2 years, waiting for his trial on federal gun charges. Then in November of last year, he pled guilty to 10 counts related to the fraud case and no contest to 36 other counts. He was ordered to pay a $25,000 fee, but avoided more prison time since he was already serving a sentence for the gun charges. This development has surprised many as it shortens his time behind bars. I don't know why y'all keep letting these people out, okay? I don't know why y'all keep letting these people out of jail. Why? The man, I mean, I don't read the if I add up all of the numbers that I just read, I'm sure the number is over 100. I'm sure he has over 100 charges that he's either been convicted on or no contest. But y'all think that that's enough to have him get out of jail early? You trying to let him out early? Well, I guess they figure, the outside in Trump's America might be worse than inside, being inside. So, but we don't need him. We do not need him. The man got like 89 kids. Let me see how many kids he got. I know he got a bunch of kids. I remember that. How many kids? Why I can't spell it? Does NBA? What's wrong with my damn phone? Oh, this says he only has 4. Oh yeah, he don't got that many. He just got them fighting baby mamas. I forgot Yaya Mayweather is one of the baby mamas, and she stabbed one of his baby mamas when she was pregnant. That's what he got. He not the one with all the kids. He the one that got all of the fighting baby mamas. Yeah, you heard it right. He the one who had the baby with Yaya Mayweather, and Yaya Mayweather got mad when he got that other chick pregnant, and she went and stabbed her while she was pregnant. Because that's what you do when your last name is Mayweather and your daddy is Floyd Mayweather. You do things like that. When your dad is Floyd Mayweather, you do things like stab pregnant women, right? Uh, you know, in the immortal words of that young man whose name I can't remember, hide your kids, hide your wives. He getting out. I think that's the whole dossier today. Yep. That is the dossier today. Look at me. Pat myself on the back. No, she ain't in jail, Demetria. I don't think she ever went to jail. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Child. I did it though, y'all. Let me give myself a pat on the back. I made it before Really B went live. I thought I was gonna go over. We did that today. We got through all of it. Listen, I hope y'all enjoyed today, our first day back together. Monk Chip and who else? Universal Goddess. Did y'all get the link for the new members only chat? Just want to make sure y'all got the members only chat link for the new members only Discord group. Anyway, did y'all, if you enjoyed today, go ahead and put a Shondo in the chat. This is our first day back after our long break. Put a Shondo in the chat if you enjoyed yourself today. Did my computer stop? I don't see nothing. I'm about to get out of here though. Y'all see my voice is barely holding on. I'm about to go get some much needed rest. I think the whole time I was out of town, I got maybe 10 hours of sleep from last Wednesday until Saturday, until last night, Sunday night. I got maybe 10 hours of sleep because I only got 2 hours of sleep a night. A mess. A mess. So I'm going to go get some rest. We are having red, blue, and black tomorrow. So look forward to that with me and Cams. I will be live tomorrow as well for our regular Run Your Mouth. So you can look forward to that as well. Once again, shout out to the Deltas. Happy Founders Day to you all. Y'all know I love y'all. So shout out to y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some rest. Try to get my voice back. I got some Halls and some Ricola. I don't feel bad. I'm just tired. It's just been a long weekend and I almost lost my voice. So I'm gonna go suck down some Ricola and some Halls to try to help out my throat. Cause this good throat is my money maker. I can't be doing stuff to damage the throat. Okay? It's the money maker. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. I thank y'all for coming back round here. Y'all ain't forget pineapple juice helps throat issues. Thank you for that. I'll go get me some. I thank y'all for coming around here. And we were back like we never left. Back like we never left. So I'm finna let y'all go. Go over there and wait the 2 minutes for Really B. I need to conserve what's left of my voice so I can be on tomorrow. And until then, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I already set up a redirect, so you'll go right to Really B's chat.